I'm Yogesh. I practice something called as Zen Counseling. So many people ask me, what is Zen Counseling? So I decided to create this short video to help you understand what is Zen Counseling and how it works. Zen Counseling is nothing but a method of counseling. It is one of the simplest ways of counseling. Anyone can learn it and it can solve any problem. In Zen Counseling, we don't give any advice. We help or support the client to find their own solutions. This is what makes Zen counseling different. No, we don't give any advice in Zen counseling. Any advice comes from some sort of experience. If the counselor gives an advice, means that the counselor is giving advice based on his or her own experience or expertise. But that is not counseling. That's a judgment of what may be right for the client from the perspective of the counselor. Even if the counselor gives an advice, the client may not take it. So that's not a good enough solution for the client. Therefore, in Zen counseling, we don't give any advice. So a Zen counselor only listens patiently, listens relaxed. A Zen counselor allows the client to talk about the problem, about what's bothering. Zen counselor may ask some questions. The intention is always to bring some clarity to the client. The premise on which this works is that when the client becomes clear of his own problem, he will find his own solution. Zen counseling can solve any kind of problem. Because we don't give any advice, we don't need to know in depth about any subject. Zen counseling works like a charm. It's very effective in any kind of problem situation. It could be a relationship problem, it could be a career problem, it could be stress, anxiety, any kind of overthinking, any problem. Zen counseling can be very effective because it is based only on listening. It does not have any expertise of its own. Hence, anyone can become a Zen counselor. Anyone can master the art of listening and become very effective in solving problems. Zen counseling is based on the principles of Zen Buddhism. It is inspired from it, but it is not religious, it is not spiritual, it does not bring in any of that angle because it is mainly based on listening. The fundamental premise of Zen Buddhism is that every person is a Buddha. And who is a Buddha? A Buddha is someone who knows. So in Zen counseling, we treat every client as a Buddha. We believe, we see the client as a Buddha, which means the client has his own solution. We don't give a Buddha any solution. Buddha knows. We can support that person in finding that solution. Zen counseling can be learned by Zen counseling can be learned by coaches, by healers, by counselors in different fields. Zen counselors can be teachers, psychologists, housewives, managers, executives, leaders. Zen counseling is beneficial for anybody who is dealing with other people, anyone whose job, whose work involves listening to others. Zen counseling can really help to take their work to the next level. What makes Zen counseling different is the way that we look at the client. In normal forms of counseling, the client is seen as a patient, someone who needs help, someone who needs treatment, someone who is inferior to the counselor. The counselor is supposed to know the answers. The client is supposed to take the answers from the counselor. That is not the mindset of a Zen counselor. In Zen counseling, as I mentioned earlier, we treat the client as a Buddha. We see the client as someone who already knows the answers. So we don't give any answer. We just support the client finding his or her own solution. So Zen counseling was created by Kenichi Shimaru. Is a gentleman from Japan. He invented this or created this technique way back in the 1990s. And since then, he has been implementing it, executing it. He has solved problems of thousands of people. He has been training Zen counseling techniques to so many counselors and coaches across the world, across the globe for the last 25, 30 years. Yes, anyone can learn Zen counseling. Zen counseling is one of the simplest counseling techniques. It can be learned in just 24, 25 hours of training program. Training programs are held regularly. You can find more information about upcoming training programs on the website zencounselors.com. It is very easy to learn Zen counseling. Anyone can learn Zen counseling. It does not need any special background, any special education, because all you need is an intent to help someone else and to listen and not to give any advice. Everything else can be learned through the Zen counseling training program. I would highly recommend for you to experience Zen counseling. If you get an opportunity, learn Zen counseling. It can be very beneficial for you in your life, in your work, in your profession, in all areas of